Quantity Radio. Welcome back to another episode of Quantity Radio. It's your girl, Big Quan, not the little one. Never. And we got Big DJ Kenzo in the building today, sir. What's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm so happy to have you on, Mr. DJ, producer, artiste, okay, all of the above. You really out here doing your thing, so
thank you.
I had to have you on, get you on, just have us have a good conversation.
What's up? Yeah, that's great. Let's do it.
Yes. So, how you feeling today? It's Sunday, you know. How you feeling? You resetting or you recharging? How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I had like an interesting weekend because, like, you know, I usually will DJ on Saturdays too, but I was off, so I DJed on Friday with this event called Friends Only over there in San Francisco, and then Saturday I got to check out my boy at Seafood City. So that was really cool, and it was like super random. We were like really partying in the Seafood City with all my Filipino homies and family, so. It was really cool, man. It was cool to see my homie Jared. He's from Tracy, too. He's from the 209.
Okay.
So it was cool to support him. I'm always going to support him because he's a 209er like me. There's not a lot of us, like, you know, DJ-wise and stuff like that. I mean, it's a lot of us coming, but, like, I feel like breaking into the mold, we're still figuring that out. So it was really cool to, like, support him and be there for him and just see how he was rocking. And I got a little too crazy. I was partying too loud and yelling and stuff. I don't drink, I dance. So, like, I was dancing and screaming and lost my voice a little bit. So,
see?
No damn well I had a podcast the next day and shit like that.
It's okay, because I'm right here with you, y'all. Listen. His voice gone, my voice gone, but we still dedicated. We still here. We still came in to shoot this podcast, and we're going to give y'all a good episode. Voice gone and all. I got my tea. You feel me? He got his water. We're going to make it work. That's what we came here to do.
Come on.
Just if I clear my throat a few times, mind your business. So... I like to start off all my podcasts with an icebreaker. So my icebreaker for you is what has been who has been your favorite celebrity encounter and why?
Man, that's like a really hard question. Like, no offense to any celebrities, but I never really get like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no starstruck or nothing like that.
Like, I don't know, like my mom and dad were like my celebrities, and like my uncles and aunties were like my celebrities. So when I see them, I'm like, man, it's Uncle Frank. It's, you know, like I get juiced off of them. Yeah. And I had like people I looked up to and stuff like that. Like as far as like artists and like rappers went, but as I got older, I started realizing there was regular people. But there was, man, if I had to choose just one. Like, that I was like, man, this was a dope encounter, it was Jazzy Jeff. That's like my goal. That's like my favorite DJ of all time. Yeah. So the encounter with him was like dope because it felt human. Like it was just a human conversation. It was like a 5-10 minute conversation. It was really cool. I just told him how much I appreciate what he did for hip hop. And he said thank you, but he didn't just stop at thank you. He thanked me, and we just had a real good conversation. And he knew who I was, so I thought that was pretty fire too.
Man, you're the celebrity out here.
Not even. I'm just a man of God. But
Yeah.
But I mean that was like one of the dopest encounters I've had with like I met like a lot of other celebrities, but that was really dope to have. And Sway was really cool.
Okay.
Sway was a really cool person to encounter with and stuff like that and talk to.
Was he one of your influences as well? Like growing up?
Man, Sway was super dope early because it was like I'm African, so like my parents would just mainly listen to African music. Like they weren't really listening to hip hop. Yeah. And Sway was that opening for me to like figure out what hip hop was and teach me who I should be listening to and who I should be like watching and stuff like that. So Sway was like a very pivotal person in my like journey for real, because I got to watch him like a lot, like, you know, off MTV, BET, all that stuff. So like, man, and then he created Sway in the Morning, and like, man, like, you know, he has the iconic, you know, Kanye West interview. So like, man, and like just seeing his patience handling like so many dope people. Like Sway was a big person for me, for real.
Yeah. Okay, it's dope when you meet like those iconic people from your childhood, like that really had an impact on how you perceive things and how to navigate things, your career, from your opinions and everything like that, and just seeing the work that they did and them being an inspiration to you. Like, so when you meet them, that's like a pivotal moment in your life. Like, dang, like I was watching you, I was looking up to you, and now we're here. You can just have conversations like, we're regular people, like we just don't have those conversations. We have some of the same viewpoints and, you know, taste in music and things like that. So that's really dope.
And it can feel kind of scary sometimes because, like, they always say, like, don't meet your idols. And you never know who you go meet. You never know if they gonna be a bad person. Like Snoop Dogg, he was like another one who I was like, man, because he was like one of my favorite rappers growing up. And meeting him was really cool because I'm like, man, you're not a dick.
Snoop Dogg seems so cool for that. Like, he's hella cool.
He's like, I'm like, bro, who you are on TV is who you are. Like, you're like really a cool dude and just like a kid at heart. And he's just like, bro's healthy and everything like that. Snoop was really, and Little John, like so many.
Oh, shout out to Little John.
It's a lot of celebrities that I got to meet who I thank God that were like really, really cool. And like I really haven't had a bad celebrity encounter yet. I mean, knock on wood, but hopefully it don't happen.
I don't think so, because your energy is cool. Like, they going to come back with that same energy, I feel like. You going to be good. You going to be good.
Gratitude.
I don't think, I haven't run into many celebrities like that. Like, I don't think I have. The one I met hella random was Jacquees.
That's crazy.
Random. Like, I was out in Miami and out to eat, and I was just eating out of my business, and then I looked up and I'm like, that looks like Jacquees.
Was he cool?
Yeah, he was cool. Like, I was like, he was walking past my table like to leave out the rest, and I was like, Jacquees? He was like, oh yeah, what's up? I'm like, what's up, man? Like, it was like regular, you know. I'm just like, what's up? And he, you know, took a picture and told him, you know, I like his music and things like that, and told him, he asked me what I was out there doing on vacation, and you know,
where was you at?
I was in Miami.
Miami, okay. I think you live in Miami, right? Or like,
I think ATL Miami, like he back and forth. So I was just
it's
like,
right there. So.
Right there. So I was just like, okay, like he was cool. I was like, all right, I just met Jacquees. I'm back to eating my pasta. You know what I'm saying? It was cool.
That's dope. That's dope.
And
That's
Country Wayne as well.
That's dope.
So I interviewed him like random. I was at a comedy set at Time
You got to interview him?
Yeah.
That's fire.
So I went up there, interviewed him. I was a little nervous, but I'm like, why am I nervous? Because once you said start talking to him, it's like conversation was just normal, and he was hella cool. Yeah. So I got a chance to interview him, like a couple, like 10-minute interview, and he was cool. So
that's cool.
You know, I enjoyed that. So you know, hopefully I'm looking forward to being in the room with some other people and getting a chance to interview them too. You know.
Yeah, you will. We'll speak that into existence.
Yes, I'm manifesting it. I am manifesting it. Y'all hear that? 2026, I'm coming.
Come on.
Okay, so let's jump right into it. You're from Stockton,
California.
209.
Yes, ma'am.
Just like me. I mean, we both from Stockton. So I want to know, how was it growing up for you in Stockton? Like from going to school, growing up high school, everything like that, and how did it shape your hustle, your grind? What influence has the city had on your life and impact?
Man, in the beginning, it was really fun. Like, I'm not trying to, like, end, like, I hope I don't say, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, they're probably thinking, like, oh, in the beginning, what about the end? The end was bad. But no, like, I say that to say, like, Stockton was super fun when I was a kid because we had Weber's Point, Hammerskate, Golfland, Naughty Nicks, Kids Zone. And it was really cool because we had a lot of family from the Bay. And they would come visit us, and our summers were super lit because they would see what we were doing and what we were into, and we'd go to Hammerskate, all those stuff, go to the movies. And like I said, like in the beginning, it was really fun. And then as I got older, you know, Stockton has a very interesting way of making you grow up fast. Very interesting way. So like at like maybe 11, 12 is when I really figured out what Stockton was really, really about. Like, you know, all those things kind of went away. And, like, all our friends were, like, you know, getting into things that either they weren't supposed to or things that they were supposed to. And I was that kid that was, like, I was, like, a nerd in high school and middle school. Like, I was very, like, like my parents are both African, so like I was like either not African enough for the Africans or wasn't black enough for the blacks. So I was like right down the middle.
How was that for you? Like I want to touch on that. Like how was that? Like you feel like you don't fit in, but you seem so popular now. Like everybody, you know, you're well known, and everybody's like, oh, that's DJ Kenzo. Like, but how was that for you growing up as a child? So it's like I don't fit in over here, I don't fit over there. So you kind of like maybe created your own lane, or how was that?
You start to like create your own lane and create your own imaginational world, and like you kind of feel like an outcast in a sense. So it's like, to some extent, I was just trying to like really do the best job I could to fit in, and sometimes I had to take a scale back and understand. Like my mama used to have to really put me to the side and be like, "Yo, you shouldn't try to fit in. You should just be you." And if that, you know, if people fit into what you're doing, then by all means. And I think that's why I'm so popular now, because I've always remained me, no matter if you liked it or not. Like I just was me. Like I was go watch that anime for 18 hours. I was go play Mario Kart if I wanted to before going to a party. Like I was gonna open the door for the girl that I really liked and not, you know, slap her on the ass, if you feel me. Like, you know, some niggas be doing. Like, you feel me? So I was really gonna always be me, like no matter what, and who I was, you know. And can we curse on this too?
Yes,
okay,
yes,
I just had to check. But I was like, man, I got a potty mouth sometimes. But like, I was just always gonna be me. And Stockton really, like, man, the city really molded me into like, all right, you can be you, but you still gonna have these morals, and you still gonna have these things that we do out here. Like, we're the blue collar. We're the blue collar. We go work our ass off. We're not gonna take, like, I want to say take no for an answer, but we're not going to give up on anything. Like, we'll always go see the positive in the negative, no matter what. And going off to college, that really helped me a lot. Becoming a DJ in this industry really helped me a lot, because people see the resilience, they see the work ethic, and that has everything to do with what Stockton, California imprinted on me growing up.
Where'd you go to college at?
I went to the Academy of Art University in San Francisco. Okay. And got my bachelor's degree in multimedia communications and technology.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't get to tell people that all the time.
Come on now. Come on now. And I'm like you said, growing up in Stockton, like having all those fun things to do as a kid, like you said, golf, land, night, mix, hammer skate, and how was going to hammer skate? Were you paying attention to the music that they were playing back then too? Like did that influence you? Like, oh, like who is DJing right now? Who is over here playing the music? Like,
you know, that was a part of the reason why I became a DJ, and just like just the nostalgia of it. Like I had my first kiss there. You feel me? That's a perfect place to have your first kiss. You feel me? It's just like, I don't know, super iconic. Like me and my dad, my dad was like a big part of my life. So like he was there all the time, and like he would take me and my sisters, and like he would really just watch me like kind of go from this little kid that was really shy to like, you know, skating around and with girls and friends and homies, and me and my closest friends there. So like, man, as a father or just as a parent, that must have been like a dope thing to see, like seeing your kid pretty much blossom into like, you know, social cues and talking, and, you know, like getting knocked down and crying and then coming back to you and just like, nah, go back out there. And so like,
go back out there, man. Get it.
And Hammer Skate was really like a dope spot for me, because like, you know, also like you said, the music, like Hammer Skate and K-Win played like a big part of my life. Like K-Win was like, that's why like I had this mix series called Kenergy Radio, and I had some of the K-Win hosts like sponsor it, because it was like that nostalgia feeling, you know what I'm saying? So like not even though like my platform is now big enough to where people outside of the city know who I am, I wanted them to, like, some people were asking me, what the fuck is K-Win? I'm like, bro, you have no idea.
Bro,
what the fuck
if you went on the hotline trying to win them concert tickets for Summer Splash, you waiting to request your favorite song and just listen to Amanda King and Carmen doing the prank calls, like that is like a staple, especially I feel, because like I grew up listening to K-Win, because I grew up super religious. My mom like super Christian. We couldn't listen to rap music, all that stuff like that, right? So I'm sneaking to listen to K-Win. Listen, I'm sneaking and listening. I'm trying to catch my favorite song. I'm listening. I got my headphones since my mom don't know what I'm listening to. Like all that. So it really played a big part in my life, and I can see it in your life as well. Like it's the nostalgic piece. Like even to this day, like before I get in the car, sometimes before I connect my Bluetooth and all that, I'm listening to K1 a little bit.
Sometimes you got to.
You know, just to get that feel and remember man, and they still around and meeting Lucas and everybody like that. I'm like, this is cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what we grew up on. It's so dope to see you collaborate with them, have them sponsor you for your Kennergy radio mix and everything. So shout out to you for real.
Shout out to them too.
Shout out to K1 for real.
Shout out to K1. Hopefully we can open up Hammer Skate again though. That'll be dope. If we can just talk to In Shape about hey, let's clear the gym out and just have one Hammer Skate night. That'd be hella dope.
That would be iconic.
Well, we gonna make that work. We gonna figure that out.
Yeah, bring the whole city out for sure.
The more I grow, the more I feel like I'll have the just do to do that. So we gonna figure that out for sure.
Well, you do that, let me know, because I'm sure covering that event. I'm for sure.
Come on, we need you there.
Yeah,
there's no other way.
And you have to. That's iconic.
Come on.
So let's step into DJing. How did you first get into DJ? I know you mentioned some of your influences that might have had an impact on you wanting to start DJing, but how did you just get into it and just decide this is what I want to do? This really interests me. Yeah, I want to take this lane.
So I feel like there was two times where that was I feel like the first time when I was really influenced by DJing, I didn't really know what I was doing or if I wanted to do it, and I was kind of shy about it. So I'm from West Africa, and a lot of the times the parties are really they're really lit, really fun, really
I ain't gonna
fun.
lie.
And it's hey, thank you. And the DJs are a big part of that. So my uncle was a DJ, and my cousin, he was a DJ as well. And I would always gravitate towards being right next to them and seeing how they worked. And that started early. I was just man, it's so crazy how they kind of controlling the audience and persuading the audience to be on this type of agenda. I'm like, man, I want to do that. But I thought dancing was that for me. So I started dancing first. That was my first love, was being a dancer. And just over time, I always wanted to DJ and was always sprinkling it and messing around with it, but I never was confident to do it because you got two parents and my mom is super religious as well. So it's and my dad was too, but it was mainly my mom. So I'm not trying to tell my mom I'm trying to be a DJ right now because you can't DJ for the Lord.
I mean,
you could, but the type of DJ I wanted to do, you know what I'm saying, me and my sister were barely able to the only thing we were able to listen to was K1 because it didn't have any curse words in it. So my mom was a little bit better than your mom in terms of letting me listen to the radio.
She let you listen to K1.
Your mom was just nah, you can't listen to none of that shit.
Listen to Christian life music, right?
Man, but it was just I was always surrounded around music, even just being a part of a choir and everything. But when I went off to college, that was when it was all right, bro, this is what you go do. I started DJing, my roommate was a DJ. That's also how I got my DJ name, because he was Japanese and he couldn't really say my real name, so he ended up calling me Kenzo. And he was really cool because he was a DJ. So when I learned, I just picked it up just like that. I was really good immediately. And everyone just bro, you've been doing this for a while? I'm I messed around with it when I was a kid, but I didn't know I was going to get this good that fast. So I started DJing a lot of the house parties around and a lot of the college parties and stuff like that. So, and also too, I was getting hit up to DJ garage parties out here in Stockton.
What?
So at the time, it was Chrissy Chris was the top dog.
Okay, then shout out to Chrissy
that
Chris.
was my brother, you feel me? Yeah. Well, actually, he wasn't my brother at the time. He didn't really like me like that.
Whoa.
Yeah, I loved him, but I don't know if he loved me that much. Yeah. I was this upcoming DJ coming in. Chrissy can note to this too, but I was an upcoming DJ coming up, and he was that guy. But I was just man, he was so dope to me, but I think he was just nigga, stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane, bro. Come on.
But I think over time, he started seeing my love for it and my gift for it, and he was man, this is a cool dude, you feel me, and we both got to grow together in this shit. And also too, when you the top dog as a DJ and you getting hit for all the house parties, and then you hear about this other nigga getting hit up for house parties, you're nigga, what the fuck? That shit would piss me off too. But it was really cool because I really got to I feel I got the best of both worlds. I got to get the nitty and the gritty and do shit out here in Stockton at garage parties. And I got to do the nitty and the gritty and do shit at college parties first. Yeah. Now, a lot of these DJs will start in like damn near January and be DJing in a club by November. And I'll be like, damn, bro.
That was
like,
a quick exhale right
crazy.
there.
I'm like, that's great, but like, I feel like the house parties really groomed me up to like figuring out how to get in those clubs. And when I did, I think I was like already 2-3 years in. So I really got to grow first before just walking and just like getting thrown into the deep end and stuff like that. But I mean, it's dope for all the other DJs that get to do that quickly too, because they get to learn faster and stuff like that. But I feel like I got the morals a little bit faster too. So.
Yeah, you put in that footwork. Like you was in there, like you put in that footwork, doing the house parties, doing the garage parties, and doing things like that to get you to where you are now.
Exactly.
And people need to. Sometimes people need to go through that too. Like it's like that's cool. It's good to quickly excel, but you're gonna appreciate it more.
Man.
The morals, your values, the respect that you have for the artistry, like it's totally different. I feel like when you start from the bottom and work your way up.
Come on.
So when you had your first DJ gig at a club, like what club? Do you remember what club that was?
It was called Holy Cow in San Francisco.
Okay, Holy Cow.
Was it? It was either no. Damn, my bad. If we counting like Stockton, then it was the Mile.
Okay.
Was that
the Mile right there on
Miracle Mile?
Okay, I know
was
exactly
that technically a club?
Yeah, I feel like it was a club.
Okay,
I've been there a couple times. It was a club vibe.
Yeah, we'll count that one then.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my first club, and it was one of my friends, Nikki. She gave me the opportunity. My friend Jasmine and Monica's older sister. She was hella cool, and she was like, I guess the promoter over there. And she heard I was DJing. My homegirl Jasmine told her that I was DJing and stuff, and we worked it out. Okay. And I remember I opened up for Neff the Pharaoh that night.
What?
Yeah, so that was like really cool. It was my first time DJing in a club ever, and I guess I rocked it because they kept asking me to come back. So yeah, it was super dope.
How did you feel? Like was you nervous when you first had to DJ the club? And
I was super nervous. My hands were swaying. I felt like Eminem off of 8 Mile, and I was on the Mile. So it was
that was the place to be back in the day.
Real.
That was
it was really dope. It was really cool. It was my first time. It was like I said, it was kind of scary, but now I look at what I'm doing. Now I'm just like, man, what the fuck was I even scared for back then? But like, it's understandable. It was new. It was new. So
anything that's new to you is like it's gonna be a little nerve wracking at first, but once you get in there, you jump in the water. You start swimming. You good to go. So
definitely.
Dang, that's crazy. Like I remember being on the Mile, probably was in there and seeing you in there and didn't even know. You know, because I've been there a few times for sure.
I'm dark skinned too, and the lighting wasn't the best. So.
I'm dead. I am dead.
Yeah, the Mile was exciting. Let me rephrase that. I don't think I was nervous. I think I was just overexcited. Okay. Like a lot of times I have to always tuck myself to that and realize like you're not nervous. You're just anxiously wanting to go. And at the time I just wanted my set to go. I wanted it to be great. I was just anxiously ready. Yeah. So man, that was the most ready I've ever been to. I was like prepared, had everything ready, like all that stuff. And it was a really cool night. It was a really dope night. Got to meet like Dage that night. Who was like one of my favorite DJs growing up too. And seeing what he's able to captivate and create out of West Oakland, and him being Nigerian too and African as well, it was really cool. So like, yeah, that was a dope night. Okay,
now you DJ for the Sacramento Kings.
Yes, ma'am, like the beam.
Man, how did that come about? And what was that call like? What was that message like when you found out that you were going to be DJing? They wanted you to be the DJ for the Sacramento Kings.
Man, that's a really long story too. But like, so I started off DJ for the Stockton Kings first. Okay. And originally, they had, the Stockton Kings that came to Stockton and all that stuff. So at the time, I ain't gonna lie, I was very confident and borderline arrogant. So like I remember DMing the Stockton Kings when they first came. I'm like, hey man, I would love to DJ for you guys this and third, and hit me up if you guys can, blah blah blah. And then they had auditions and stuff like that. But I was just like, bro, I sent them a DM only to audition.
Right, I ain't gotta do all that.
You feel me? But then in reality, they did not hit me up.
So, you had to go audition.
No, but I didn't audition. Okay. I just was like, I'm not gonna audition because I was that arrogant at the time. Like I just thought like they should be hitting me up. They should know who I am.
They know who I am. And my work speaks for itself.
They had no idea who the fuck I was at the time. Like I don't even think the garbage man in there knew who I was.
Oh my God.
Like, so it was like, and that was okay. Yeah. Because I got to like really figure it out after that and really like put my foot to the ground. And at the time I wasn't even a full-time DJ yet. I was still working. I was working at this company. I'm pretty sure you know Pac 12. I was doing work for them. Like it was like my side hustle, and then because I just got out of college, so I was able to get like a really good job with them. I was working also for Alice Radio as well, and I also was doing Lyft and Uber at the time.
Oh, you was
just
hustling. You was hustling.
I was living in San Francisco, so like
you had to.
yeah, I had to. Just graduated, didn't want to come back home, and my mom and dad were just kind of like, you should stay out there because a lot of the resources and what you want to do,
opportunities, everything.
Great. And at the time, I was ready or thinking about going into full-time DJ mode, but I was kind of scared and I didn't want to do it. And
why were you scared? Would you think it wouldn't just pan out how you thought it would be, or do you would think like, am I gonna make enough money from this, like to just quit everything else that I'm doing? Or
I feel like it was the second one, just like not enough money at the time, and not I wasn't that big yet. I wasn't even like I mean, I'm still growing in the city in a sense. I feel like, everyone will be like, everybody knows you, but like I feel like there's still like, I have 24K followers. I think there's like, I don't know, 50,000 people in Stockton, so we still have some work to do.
Yeah.
But like I say that to say, like at the time, I don't think I had that many followers at all. So like, not too many people knew who I was. So it's like to go full time and to expect people to come to your shows and pay for tickets to see you, and and to ask for like a certain amount of money from these clubs, it wasn't there yet. So I was like, let me chip at the block a little bit. Let me keep chipping and make sure that I'm for surely ready to take that jump. But it's just like asking your wife to marry you. You'll never be ready. Like you just have to take the jump and just figure it out from there. So, but I say that to say, like, at the time I met this really dope homie at Cal University. He was a DJ there, and his old boss ended up getting the job at Stockton, for the Stockton Kings, and she asked him to come DJ, and he was just like, man, I don't know if I can, but I do know this dope DJ that will be fire.
Yeah.
And she was like, let's bring him in for one night and see how everything goes. Yeah. And I came in, and a lot of my family, my friends came, and he was just like, man, he's from there, so he's probably gonna do it justice more than I am. And I rocked it, and she was just like, yeah, you got a job. like
yeah.
you have
she
a job
seen that work, and she was like, come on, let's come join the team.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
And that's just how I got the job at Stockton. And then COVID hit. People lost their jobs everywhere, and I was like, man, I'm probably never gonna work there again. Like it's probably over, and they got new management. They started firing people, and thank God, Aaron, who is the general manager over there, he's like one of my good homies now. He ended up, I kept calling the Stockton Kings over and over and over again, and he ended up reaching out and was just like, man, like I heard you're from the city, we would love to bring you back. Would you love to rock? I'm like, yeah, bro. And they brought my homie Tony Gladney back over there too. So I was like, bro, it's about to be a family affair. So we was rocking, and someone from the Sacramento Kings, who does what my old boss used to do, his name's Mo, he came down to like work, and he saw what he saw in me and was just like, dude, you're way too good. You need to be in Sacramento. And they ended up giving me a couple games, and a couple games turned into a couple more games, and after that, they're like, we would love for you to be one of the official DJs for the Sacramento Kings. Wow. And that's how that happened. So like, it's like God kind of worked his way into that, being that arrogant, kid, into like, humbling myself a little bit and like figuring it out how to go about it. And then tragedy happened with COVID, and my father had passed, and I'm like, damn. So like all these things were happening to me. So thank you. And then it ended up working out just like I was supposed to, and ended up being the Sacramento Kings. Now I just DJ for the Sacramento Kings. I don't even DJ for Stockton no more. So
see, that's crazy. Like you start off, I love how you just kept it in the city though. Like, okay, Stockton Kings, like I'm finna represent for my city. Yeah, right?
That was a big deal for me too. Like I remember like just seeing that arena being built. And I was just like, man, I wanna perform there one day. Yeah. So I was just like, this is a part of it. Was doing it for the Stockton Kings, but I remember when I left, I was like, it's no bad blood. I just wanted to take that step into DJing for the Sacramento Kings full time, and build up. Not just because even the Sacramento Kings, like it's dope, but everyone's going there for the Sacramento Kings. Yeah. I want to build this up so much to where I go into these arenas and you're going for DJ Kenzo. So I was just like, the next time I walk up in that arena, it's going to be a headline show. Ooh. I'm hoping, God willing.
It will be.
God willing.
It will be. You have that confidence.
Thank you.
And like you said, the arrogance will get you in the door too. And sometimes you gotta be like, hold on, let me step back and humble myself real quick. Like, oh, so y'all ain't see my DM? All right.
Yeah,
I gotta put in a little bit of work.
You feel me? I ain't arrogant no more. I was like 18, 19, but like now I'm like 31, 32, so it's just confidence now.
Yeah,
so
confidence, yeah. That's good. And persistence, like you said, you was calling like, hey man, like what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get in where I fit. I'm trying to stay right here. Like, this is really passionate for me. So it's like you gonna really go after what you want and make sure that you get it. And so that's what that's all about. I love hearing that. Like, you had that persistence to keep going, and then you end up being with the Sacramento Kings. Like, you got to really work. You can pray and ask God all you want to, but faith without works is dead. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't putting in that work, it's like God, something He ain't just gonna drop it in your lap sometimes. It might be right there. Like, it's right here. You got to walk across the street though to get it. You know what I'm saying? So you put in that work.
God's word, your will.
Yep, exactly. So not only do you DJ for Sacramento Kings, you're now LaRussell's official DJ.
Yeah.
Talk about that. Y'all know LaRussell, y'all under a rock, you know what I'm saying? A big independent artist from the Bay Area, Vallejo to be
probably the greatest rapper of all time now.
Yeah, man. He's dope. His movement is dope. So it's like, how did that come about with you getting hooked up to be his DJ?
Man, that's really my friend.
Yeah.
Like, that's really my guy. Like we joke like we friends. Like we clown. Well, he clowns me, but we clown each other like we friends. That's really my dog. That's really like my brother. And originally I met him. It was just a show like in Oakland, I think. And man, I still got the flyer to this day. And he was Toda at the time, and I was still DJing and stuff. I DJed for the show, and I was such a fan of him when I first met him. I thought he was so fire. I was like, man, this dude is incredible. Yeah. Like, I've never seen a rapper like this before. Like, his energy was dope, and both of our energies were just like,
I can see like y'all play off of each other.
Feel me? Like, and we met and we exchanged numbers, and that was like 2018, 2019, because I had just graduated college, so it had to be around that time. And he just had this plan, and he knew what he wanted to do. He knew how he was going to do it. And at the time, he was asking me to do shows out here and trying to figure that out. And personally, I just wasn't, I don't feel like I was there yet. Like, I was like, man, like I would love to rock with you, but I'm still trying to figure shit out. Like, trying to be that guy out here first. Yeah. And he was like, nah, cool. Like, we'll figure it out in the long run. And he just took off. And as he took off, I'm still supporting, still happy to see him do crazy things. Yeah. And we just stayed in touch, and we just always kept in touch. And he was such a fan of me that he would watch my journey. And like, he texted me like in 2022, and this was at his peak of his career. He's like, man, I'm so proud of you. Like, you're going crazy right now. Like, you're doing amazing things. He's like, we're gonna make this work. I want to figure something out to where, like, I can bring you on, whether it's like a 1 day, 2 day, we'll figure it out. 2024 comes, and he just typical LaRussell fashion, Kenzo, it's time. And I was like, oh shit, it's time for what? And my dumb ass. And he was just like, bro, I would love to have you DJ for me. Like, I have these 3 shows in LA that let's figure it out. You've been making a lot of noise and things like that. Like, it's only right. And he originally had invited me to his compound, and like we talked and we chopped it up and we just kicked it, and nothing really came of it. I didn't really expect anything from it. I just was like, that was a dope conversation. It was good to see my dog. Yeah. And later on, that's when he asked me to DJ for him in LA for 3 days, and at the time though, it was kind of hard because, like, I know I'm a full-time DJ, so how I get my chicken is, like, I DJ Friday, however, I DJ whatever days. Yeah. And I was already booked on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I was already booked those days. And I think he ended up making it 2 days instead of 3. And he asked me to come to LA, and I had to DJ in Sacramento that night. So I was like, man, I'm just going to have to just book it to LA in the middle of the night and just let God take his will and just get me there. And, by the grace of God, I was able to drive in LA. I got done DJing at like 2 o'clock in the morning. So as soon as I got in my car, 2:30, drove to LA. I got there around like, 7 o'clock, took a nap, showered at my boy's crib, and then went over to sound check with LaRussell and the team. And man, I had no hiccups. I wasn't sleepy. I did actually sleep at a gas station in my car.
Oh my God, you gotta get in there where you can.
Come on, and nothing happened to me. Everything was good, and it's like I took like a 30-minute nap, and like I forgot to even set my alarm, and like I woke up naturally. So I was like, man, God was on my side. On God, amen,
For real.
And after that, Russ was like, man, you killed it. Like, honestly, I thought I didn't do that well, but he was just like, you killed it. Like, I would love to have you as my DJ from now on. And that's how we rocked. Yeah.
That's, you know what? I love that. That's like true friendship. Like you said, that's your boy. Like, that's your dog, that's your brother. You know what I'm saying? And somebody that's not mature like that would have kind of took that as, oh, you don't want to be my DJ or anything like that. Like, he let you have that time, not let you because you're going to do it anyways regardless, but just have that time to figure out yourself and get yourself established. Like you said, I don't feel like that established right now. I got to figure these things out. And he was like, cool, I'm still going to sit back. I'm still going to support you. I'm still going to rock it out with you. You know what I'm saying? You support him. Y'all support each other. And he like, man, he's seeing you grow. Like, you're doing what you said you were going to do. You know what I'm saying? So people are looking at that. Like, if I sit back and watch you like, oh, I need to figure this stuff out, but you ain't doing nothing. You're not doing what you said you was going to do. So I'm like, man, but he saw all that in you too. You know, like, damn, like he really doing what he said he was gonna do. And you continue to perfect your craft at the same time, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, man, I gotta get you on. Like, I gotta get you here. And it's like, when did you realize like being a part of his movement was like bigger than just a gig? You know, it was bigger than that, because I know the friendship has a part of that too, but it's like his good company is like, it's more like, I feel like it's more family. He treats everybody like family. You know what I'm saying? So how has that impacted your life?
I already knew it was going to be big when he was Tota, when he met me. I knew how big it was going to be at that. And that's kind of what made me be honest with him and tell him, like, I really need to figure this out first before hopping on, because I know this is going to be bigger than life.
You want to be ready for that.
And I want to be ready for it. But then at the same time, like, I thank God that just like how he wasn't jaded, I thank God that I wasn't jaded, because in a sense, I could have been like, man, he blew up, and I should have hit him up and let it be known right then and there, like I was ready, and I could have kicked myself in the back about it, but I stayed patient, and I trusted I trusted my work, I trusted my process and my game, and like I trusted that, and I figured it out, and I trusted him too, and knowing that like he would see the good in me, whether we see it or we don't. I just trusted him and knew that, bro, either if I'm working with you or not, I'm just a fan of you, bro, and I want to see you win, and I want to see all that. Genuine. And he saw that. It was just genuine. And just seeing how it is now, it's just like, it's super dope. My bad, I didn't really catch the end of your question too well. Like, what did you say towards the end again? Like,
just how did that impact your life? Like, just being a part of his movement now. Like, how did that impact your life? And basically, like, kind of like, because I know, he's very big on like ownership and independence and everything, and I see him do a lot of pay what you can, and I see you doing that as well too. So like, how did that impact, being around that environment, impact you to maybe like look at things differently, career wise and personally and everything like that?
It impacted me a lot. It showed me a lot, like, because when you have a leader like him kind of showing you the way, you just kind of follow and make sure you try to be that leader for your community too. And like, man, being part of a good company is like, it's like heaven sent, because our industry is kind of dirty. It's kind of gross. Like, it's disgusting. And
very shiesty.
Very shiesty. And to find like-minded people like that, who kind of think the same way that you think, is very rare. And I was just very blessed to have that and to grow with that. And man, I thank God, because it's not just him. It's like a whole, like, Tieda's really cool, Splash, Malachi, you know, Hokage Simon, Clado. Everyone on that team is really cool. Michael Prince, like, Gio, Harry, like, there's so many names, like Jimmy, like, all of them we're all the same. We all think the same. Like, we all are different, yes, but we all have the same mindset. And it's very rare to find that. There's always, like, sometimes there can be always, like, a bad root in there, but man, I thank God for that. And,
everybody is good.
Everybody is good company, for real.
I like that word.
Everybody is good company, and it's just like, man, it helped me. Like, this year was a risk year for me. Like, just doing shows in coffee shops and Midnight at Bernie's.
I've seen that for your birthday. You have Midnight at Bernie's,
And it's just like, man, so many people are like, man, you're at the height of your career. You should be aiming for Vegas. You should be aiming for these bigger nightclubs. And I still do those nightclubs, but I wanted to really build intimate crowd bases first, because you don't really see DJs do that, to where you can do a pay what you want show, where you can see your favorite DJ in a backyard and talk to him and grow with him as he's doing this. And I just want people to grow with me and to realize this isn't going to be forever. Like, there's a big possibility I could be touring in Dubai, I could be touring in Europe, or I will be touring in those places. And it's just like, wouldn't you want to get this now versus like, damn, that's the DJ that I was a fan of, and I never got to see him.
Yeah.
Now he's crazy. But even then, I want to still do community-based shows, even at those places. So I want people to get on the train now, enjoy it, and really build the infrastructure with me now, because when it does grow, it's going to be a little bit different, and it's going to be bigger, and it's going to be scaling different. And it's just like, let's build it now together, so where it's like y'all can feel a part of it just as much as I feel a part of it. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. You know, some people get too big for their riches, as they used to say back in the day, and they like, okay, well, whatever. Like, I'm doing me now. I'm leaving this behind. But you're giving people that opportunity to like get those intimate moments with you. Because I'm like, I see you DJ at the coffee shops, midnight at Bernie's, and I'm like, okay, I like you're very community based, and I love that, because people take off and they just forget where they come from, and you want to take people along, like you said, for the ride. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh yeah, I met him. He was cool, dude. Like I seen him at the coffee shop, and you know, it was a chill vibe. Like the set was great, and you know, everything was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like you're really like down to earth. So giving that people that opportunity to do that is amazing as well.
It's really for me, it's like an easy thing, because like not only am I wanting that from other people, like what can I be of service to you? I think so many artists and DJs and just people in the art form, they always like, man, my city don't support me like that. But what have you done for yourself? What are you doing for them? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you feel me? Like, what are you giving to them? So it's like, let me give this. Like, I want y'all to feel a part of it now, because when it does grow into what it is, I want y'all to be like, man, I was a part of that. I got to see that. And like now you're getting, like, you're seeing me in stadiums, you're seeing me in arenas, and you feel a part of the win too, just as much as I feel a part of the win. But also, I feel like I did a service to those people, because I gave them the midnight at Bernie's, I gave them the coffee shops, like I gave them those events to commune and to like feel one together, and not just to see me DJ, but who knows, you could have saw someone you ain't seen in high school for 10 years, and now y'all linking up and talking and chopping it up and creating an environment for yourself. Like, I want to be able to give that, and sometimes I don't even need to be the root of it, but like I want to, help to that for sure.
Exactly. I understand 100%. I feel like being a DJ, right? You set the tone for the whole event, like the whole function, a party, like whatever it is, whatever gig that you're doing that day, a wedding, whatever, like you're setting the tone. They looking at you like, if your set is whack,
it's gonna be a whack night.
It's gonna be a whack night. People turn around looking like, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or, and if your set is good, they still doing the same thing in a different way. Like, who's on that?
Exactly.
I see you, you know what I'm saying? So how much pressure do you feel? Like, I know like you're super good at what you do, but it's like, even in the beginning, like how much pressure did you feel like to make sure that your set was right? Like, how much time did you spend working on that to like, you know what, I'm finna rock this out, I'm finna set up all my songs I'm gonna play, all the transitions I'm gonna include in there, like the mixes, like how much pressure do you feel? And it's to see the crowd too, like rocking out to your set, like I did that, you know?
Yeah. So like the way my dad was, he would like always tell us there's like no such thing as pressure. It's like a privilege. So I felt more privileged than anything. I felt the privilege to put the work in, to actually, grow what I had to grow, to prepare. Like I wouldn't say I felt pressure. In the beginning, I probably felt pressure, but I had to realize it's not pressure. It's a privilege to have that weight on you. And to be able to deliver. And it was really a privilege. Like I like, you get to, like, you don't have to, you get to like get in front of all those people and set the tone. And set the night. Because I feel like once you feel like the pressure of it just becomes more about you and less about them. Like, it's like, well, what can I do? It's just like, nah, it's like, I'm privileged to get to serve these people and to give to these people more than pressure.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll say I like feel more privileged than I'd feel pressure. And like, even when I did feel like, I guess, anxious or anxiety of it, like it was scary at first, but it was just kind of like, man, this is what God has gifted me to do. And someone in that crowd, like, I think what kind of eased that anxiety was just knowing that someone in that crowd is dealing with a lot. They probably, broke up with their wife, broke up with their girlfriend, or vice versa, broke up with their boyfriend, lost their job, and they're just coming here to decompress. Like what can I do for them to help feel that way and make them feel special and make them feel wanted and needed and not judgmental in these spaces. So I don't know. I kind of like would always go with that mindset, and that would ease the so-called pressure down.
I love that. You look at things as an act of service.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, this is your gift. If God gives you a gift, your gift is to serve.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? So and to help somebody else in need, like you said, and be an inspiration to someone else. Somebody else, like you said, might be feeling down or depressed, and this is their escape.
Yeah.
I don't gotta think about them bills today. I ain't gotta think about old boy tonight. I ain't gotta think about none of that. Like, I'm here to enjoy myself.
We'll think about that next day.
Yeah, exactly. For these 2-3 hours, I'm here enjoying myself.
Yes.
And all that's left my mind.
Come on.
And knowing that you had a part in that, that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? To be able to take away and ease someone's worries or anxiety, things like that. So, that's dope.
Come on.
That's dope. So, I want to touch on you being engaged, newly married, correct?
Yeah,
Am I right? Okay. So, how did y'all meet? I just want to give just a little bit on there. How did you meet your special lady?
Man, that's my boo thing. That's my chocolate sugar.
Okay, chocolate
everything.
sugar.
That's my everything, man. We met through her best friend, actually, Jasmine. So Jasmine
was that like, Jasmine you were saying about on the mile?
No, it's different Jasmine.
Okay.
We and Jasmine went to high school together, and Jasmine was like, I think she was like a sophomore when she left, and she went to go to Stag, I believe, and that's where my wife went. She went to Stag, and as I grew up, I got lost touch with Jasmine. Me and Jasmine didn't talk as much and stuff like that, and after that, Jasmine popped back on my Instagram and she posted this beautiful chocolate 5'7" gorgeous girl on her page, and I was like, Jasmine, who is that? And so she's like, that's Dominique. And I followed her, she followed me, and I slid in the DMs. I had to.
Okay,
and
slide in the DMs.
That's how it happened. And then we would see each other at house parties here and there. But really, what really gravitated me towards her was Jasmine. Just Jasmine posting her and stuff like that, and just seeing her just look so gorgeous on her page. I had to follow. I had to DM, and we had to get to know each other. And shout out to our friend Kiki, because she kind of like helped me get in that situation. Like, Kiki was like, I remember when I was DJing I opened up for Blueface, and I was telling Kiki to invite her and stuff like that, and she ended up not making it. but like,
it's okay.
You feel me? But like, Kiki was working the room, like she would always, chime in Dominique's ear about me, and that helped a lot. And so me and Dominique got to know each other like just in a dope way, and go to dates and like really like become friends first.
Yes.
Yeah, that was really like my best friend originally, to the point where she almost friend zoned me because I was so much of a friend.
That was just too cool.
Too cool. But that's my dog. That's like my best friend. Like, it's my G. And for me, like, I talk to her about everything. So
yes, as you should.
And that's she's also like the big reason why I took the jump to be a full-time DJ. So I had to text her my phone about asking her what should I do, and at the time she wasn't my girlfriend then, so that was even cooler. So shout out to Dominique.
Shout out to Dominique, girl. Shout out to you. So is that how you knew that she was the one, like that you want to marry? Like, her giving you like the advice to go ahead and take that lane to just be a DJ like full time?
It's multiple reasons how I knew she was the one. That was one of them.
Come on,
like just her being a God-fearing woman. That was like number one. Her loving her family the way she loves her family. That was number two. Her supporting her potential man in taking this endeavor. That was number three. And then everything else, like just who she is, how she carries herself. Like, I feel like, how you see your wife, she can be fine and she can be all that, which she is, but also you have to also understand, what is she going to be to my children, to our children when we have children. Like, you feel me? Like, I think about everything, like how is she going to be, like, if we get married for 30 plus, or if, something happens to me, or like,
is she going to take care of him? How she going to care for him?
Exactly. You feel me? What's going to happen to, like, my mom, my dad, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, anything, like, how nurturing is she? And that's, all those things she hit on the T, and like, that's what really gravitated me towards her and made me want her to make her my wife.
I love that. I love that. Like, what has or how has being in a healthy relationship impacted your career just being in that relationship like that? I know some people like you feel like super support, like you got your person, like you could do anything, like they give you like more confidence in you, even in yourself. They always supporting you and give you those words of affirmations. Like what pivotal role like has she played in the success of your career to this day? Man,
she plays a huge role, and I think she keeps me human. Like we don't really talk about like we don't really like. She doesn't feed my DJ ego, which is perfect because sometimes you don't need that. Like you know, like we just talk about like random things sometimes, and I love that about our relationship is that like I get a break from that world with her, and sometimes you need that because you just don't want it to always be that. And also too, she nurtures it too. She nurtures like my sensitivity to it, my sensitivity to my work. To my music, like she tells me, like, you know, especially because like I'm a producer, so like I make beats all the time. She'll literally tell me like I don't really like this beat today. It's not that great. Like, and sometimes she'll tell me what the beat feels like. She may not know the terminology and what she's using, but she tells me like how she feels about things, and she helps my mental because like you know, we all struggle sometimes with depression and mental health, and you know sometimes she'll ask me like, you know, she'll see me like in bed sometimes and like really struggle to get out, and she'll be like, you know, sometimes she'll let me just figure it out, or sometimes she'll be like, hey, what are we doing today? Like I'm like, and I'll tell her like exactly what I need to do today, and that will help me do what I have to do, because I think something that I want to tell like my fellow people who struggle with mental health is productivity helps with that. Like if you are productive, it takes away from all that. So her keeping me productive, her adding to what I need to do and how I need to do it helps me like figure out life. Instead of being in the bed and just like moping and stuff like that. So man, she adds to my hustle, and she knows how of a workaholic I am. She never like stops that. Like you know, she understands it. Like if I gotta go to New York the day after the wedding, she lets me go. Like you feel me, because she knows that like this is how he eats. This is how we're gonna eat. This is what's gonna help him, because if I stop this, there's a good possibility he's gonna like, you know, resent and stuff like that. So she helps that a lot.
Shout out to, she sounds like a lovely woman. So shout out to her.
She's
for sure. You need that partner that's gonna support you and help you and be with you and understand some days that I ain't got it all right now. They still be here to help you get it all.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
and
that's
vice
very
versa.
important.
You know, I try to be that for her. Like, for me, I am that for her. Like you know, when she ain't got it, I try to make sure she got it, because at the end of the day, like when sometimes there's a lot of people who are single and they don't have it, and they don't have that person, whether it's a friend, mom, dad, they don't have that person to really pick them up. And I thank God that I have her, and I hope she thanks God that she has me. So
for sure. She does. Okay, so I do want to get into your roots, not just your Stockton roots, but your West African roots.
Yes, ma.
Okay, I seen that. Like I'm looking at your Instagram, I'm like, he's a very cultured. Like he is a very like traditional. I feel like when I see you with your family, from what I've seen, your roots from Sierra Leone.
Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to make sure I got that right. I'm like, did I say that right?
Yeah, you said
it right.
Yeah,
you got it. So you know, just talk about that. Just growing up, being a West African in Stockton, in California, in the 209, you know what I'm saying, and keeping those traditions going with your family. And I see you have went back and you go and visit and everything like that. So like, how is that? Just tell me everything about it. I want a little mini history lesson. Yeah.
So first and foremost, being Sierra Leonean in Stockton is the most randomest shit that anyone. Like, I don't know why my parents had it here.
I'm going to Stockton.
Like,
how did y'all even get rooted here? Like, you know?
But at the same time, I'm thankful, because I feel like that was God's work. You know, that was God's work for surely. Like, I felt like it was needed for us to be here, because God was just like, he needs to make this impact here rather than making it anywhere. Because a lot of Sierra Leoneans, they end up in Maryland, New Jersey, New York.
Like East Coast.
On the East Coast. It's closer. Or London. Like my mom, our majority of our family is in London or Sierra Leone. So how we ended up here is like, you know, like,
crazy.
It's like crazy. But, you know, growing up here and being African, it was tough in the beginning, because like, nobody's seen it. So it's like, when you don't see something you don't know, you make fun of it. You know what I'm saying? And like, I was just talking to my wife about this the other day, and I think some Africans, they resent black folks, black people, which we're all.
Talk about it.
The thing is that we're all black at the end of the day, and they resent them because of the way they got made fun of by their own people, and they think that everyone does that. And there's me who was kind of like, it is what it is. You know, like because I see it from both views. Because like, thank God, my mom and dad raised me in America, but also raised me with African roots. So I'm the original African American. Like I'm really African American. Yeah. And I say that to say, like, a lot of those people who were making fun of me were black. They were my fellow people. But at the same time, I can't really fault them or be angry with them because... It was ignorance. It was ignorance. And also, too, like, I can't fault their lack of education on those terms because they weren't being taught that shit. Like, you feel me? You never seen an African walking around. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You never seen an African wearing Africana or a gal. Like, you never seen none of that. So it's just like, when you start to see it, you kind of fear what's different and you make fun of what's different. So I don't fault them. I fault the school systems for not teaching our kids what they should be taught and teaching them about slavery, teaching them about slavery over there, what we had to be impacted by. Yeah. And I don't fault no one for that. Like, but it was tough though, because as a kid, you're kind of like confused. Like, why are my friends and damn near my black friends making fun of me about being African when they're 90% of them are probably African too. So it was hard. It was hard, and even like my cousins, it was hard dealing with them because they would be like, "Man, I'm African. I'm not black," and I'm like, "Well, we are black. We all black. All of us are black." Like, you feel me? They came out of divide right there. Exactly, like, and it's just it was tough because like now I feel like I have the education and also the backstory of like uniting us and through music, which is really dope. So I thank God that I grew up here, and but it was hard, you know. Just I was bullied a lot, you know, like growing up, and it's like it was not easy being called African booty scratcher all the time. I said, that just came from pure ignorance. We don't know about these certain things, like we weren't taught about these certain things. So it's like when something's new, something's different, like you said, they'll make fun of it. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't really see Africans like that growing up here in Stockton. At all. Like, at all. Until I went to the Bay Area and it was like more known out there. And I'm like, oh, okay, like I like this. And that's why I love going to the Bay Area too. Like, because it's just so cultured, diverse. You know, diverse. Yeah, here's diverse too, but like, as far as Africans go, like, I feel like, I was telling my sister this, like, we're going to be like my friend Tony Gladney, right? He's the host for the Stockton Kings. He has a history here in Stockton. Like, his history is here, like, generations to come. I was telling my sister, like, we're going to be the generations that is known as our African family in Stockton. Like, bro, there's so many Africans here now because we came. Like, my family came, or this family came, and now we're all rooted here. But I can literally tell you who's, like, damn near the majority of the people here who are African are my cousins. like that's your cousin. Yeah, it's like if you literally go, hey, you know, Ken, because my real name is Kennyva. So it's like, you know, Kennyva, they're gonna be like, yeah, I know Kennyva. 9 times out of 10, if you from Stockton, you African, you know who I am, and I probably know who you are. But like you said, in the Bay, it's a little different. It's, you know, more people, and it's like more Africans rooted there and stuff like that. So yeah, it's nothing to really fault anyone about. It's just, you know, there wasn't a lot of us here. So I thank God that we got to come here and lay our imprint here and to learn and to figure out what we need to do here to, like, you know, because I'm first generation. You know, my mom and dad are from Africa. So I'm the first one born here. Like, you know, so like, you got that torch. You got to carry that torch on. Come on, exactly. It's like, and that to me, that's pressure. Like, that's like carrying your legacy and your family and your culture is very important. That's why I push it the way I push it, because it's not gonna stop with me. It can't stop with me. It can't. You feel me? And it's like, that's why, you know, like, no offense, and not trying to discriminate towards skin, but that's why I found me a nice chocolate woman. You feel me? Like, not, you feel me? Yeah, I was like, I told my dad, like he was just like, man, I wonder what girl you gonna end up with. I'm like, she gonna be black. She gonna be, that's all I know. Yeah, she was light skin, brown skin, dark skin. She gonna be black because it's the my uncle will always be like, you know, you can't cut the tree. You can't cut the tree. And I'm like, that's real. I'm not gonna cut the tree with me. So like, you know, so that's why why like I made sure like my kids, you know, like when I do have kids, they go look like me. They go look like their mom. Yeah. They gonna know, you know, they roots, both roots, like their mom being from the South and their dad being from West Africa. They gonna know that, and they gonna know Stockton roots too. And it's gonna be a great mixing pot of all that.
I love that. I love that. Like, so what's like some of your traditions that you guys do from your culture?
Like one of our, I guess our traditions is like we love to pray. That's like a tradition that everyone does do. And then like we do this African weddings are traditional. Like the way we go about weddings. Like there's this thing called an African traditional wedding, which is basically what you saw me and my wife do. That's how they get married back home in Salon, in Sierra Leone, which is like, you know, basically it's this game that they call the finding of the rose. And the game is pretty much to find the rose that is meant for the groom, which is me. And it's a really fun game. You walk around and you're just like, oh, who's the rose? Who's the rose? But lo and behold, the rose is the wife to be. So that's like one of the traditions that we do. And there's like a bunch of other things we do too. Like I forgot what it's called, but it's like pretty much this masked man that comes out and he dances with everybody, and it's like, you know, I think it's called the oboe. Yeah, the old boy, and it's like you dance around a circle and throw money around them and stuff like that.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about.
You feel me? There's so many traditions that we have, and then like I'm probably spacing out right now, but like if I was to like experience, I'm like, oh, there's that one, there's that one. But like we have a lot of dope things in Salon and Sierra Leone. And it's like, you know, West Africa in general, we're all kind of rooted the same. Nigerians, Ghanaians, Ivory Coast, like we all like listen to the same music, you know, eat the same food. So yeah,
I'm a foodie.
Me
I'm
too.
a foodie.
Me too.
What is one of your favorite dishes?
Jollof rice.
I hear everybody say that. I need to try some. I really want to try it.
Jollof rice, plasas, cassava leaves. It's to die for. Cassava leaves and plasas to me are like kind of the same, but they're like my cousin Baby Joe. She makes the best cassava leaves. Like, it's amazing.
So hit her up.
Yeah, I got you. And tell her I need some of that. Come on. We love rice. We love rice.
I love rice.
Plantains, akara. It's a lot. We have a lot of dope food and spices and all that stuff in Sierra Leone.
Okay. And so, you have such good energy. I keep touching on that.
Thank you.
And that's important too. Like, even just being a DJ and be able to set the tone, it's not just with your music, it's with your energy as well, because people are vibrating off your energy. You know what I'm saying? You're not just playing your music, you're speaking to the crowd, like you're almost like speaking life into the crowd. Yeah. And that's very important. So having good energy, segueing into having Kinergy. Yeah. You know, you have your merch, Kinergy, you have your t-shirts, and what else do you have that the Kinergy logo was on?
So I have my like the Kinergy Radio, sponsored by Kinergy, Kinergy Entertainment. Like Out the Trunk is sponsored by Kinergy Entertainment. That's like this platform that I created for artists to come in and drive around Stockton in the back of a trunk. Yeah. But it's really just my merch, and it's like my DJing stuff. Like, but yeah, Kinergy is something we're still growing into a beautiful brand. We're hoping to be on Nike scale one day. We'll be. Yeah, but Kinergy is really dope. I'm really proud of that, and I'm really honored that we were able to create something centered around my name, but also centered around the fact that Kinergy is from within. You know, like I'm not the only one with great energy. Like, you have great energy too.
Thank you.
And it's just like, I wanted Kinergy to be something that everyone can feel, and everyone can feel like, hey, it's from within. Like, if you have good energy and positive energy, that's what you're gonna give off, and that's what we're gonna push. So I'm excited to grow the brand even more. We have a lot planned for 2026.
Okay. All right. I know you like to give back to the community. Yeah. Does you have something like coming up to give back to the community here in the 209? Yeah,
we have. We're supposed to be having a 209 toy drive. Which is it was pretty much like a free toy giveaway where people can give toys and see a concert in a sense. Okay. We're kind of in a scale of like figuring it out right now because you know, once again, my condolences to everyone who was part of that mass shooting that happened recently. God bless everyone that was impacted by that, and you know, may God be with them and stuff of that nature and everything. But the venue we're gonna have it at was at was supposed to be there. So we're in a limbo right now of like finding a new venue, making sure it makes sense, and hopefully we can, still do it. But if it's not, we're a week away now, so it's supposed to be this Saturday. So if it doesn't work, we're probably gonna have to, scale it down a little bit, change it into something else, and figure out something else community-wise for next year. But that's something that we're still hoping to do. God willing. God willing. Complete transparency, y'all. We found a venue, but it's outside, and there's a possibility it can rain Saturday. Okay. So we're like, fingers crossed that it don't rain, so we don't have to cancel it. But, God willing, everything goes well, and, we're going to probably turn it into like a toy drive / benefit concert to where the proceeds of the donations go to the people, the families that were impacted by it. And, that shit hit home, because it's just like. Because it is home. It is home, exactly. Yeah. It's 2 minutes from where my mom lives. My friend, her sister was impacted by that. I had friends in those places, and man, it's just truly sad. And that's just not who our city is. Yeah. Like, our city is not kids dying at a birthday party. Yeah. Our city is kids living, and our city is the future of our city is like our kids. And there's a lot of people out here doing God's work. And doing justice for our city and doing what's right and representing our city in the right way. And I'm really hoping that down the line we start to shed those lights on those platforms of those people who are doing well by our city. And I hope that the narrative changes around our city very, very soon. And it is. By the work that you're doing, by the work I'm doing, it will be. It will change. Yeah, because I'm like, people are quick to shine that negative light and talk about the negative things of Stockton, but you see those glimpses of hope for the city, people that's actually out here, like you said, doing God's work and bringing just positive energy to the city. It's like, that's what sometimes, not sometimes, all the time is needed for those coming up under us, that may want to be a DJ, may want to be a podcast host, or maybe just want to be anything they want to be. They can see that it's possible. Exactly. Like all the other negative things you might see, this will be that glimpse of hope that you need. We could be that inspiration that they need to excel forward and make a positive impact on the community themselves. Well said. Yeah. And, platforms like these, these are the platforms we need, and we thank God for what you're doing, because you're shedding light on the positivity, you're shedding light on the hope, you're shedding light versus there's other platforms out here that aren't doing that. They're shedding light on the negatives that we have going on in the city. There's no knock to anybody who's doing what they got to do to get to where they got to get, but at what cost? You know what I'm saying? At what cost morally do we want to do that? And we want to push the people who are doing it who ain't just doing it for money, who ain't just doing it for pride or ego. They're doing it because it's the right thing to do. So we thank you for being one of those people who are pushing that. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So, if you could leave the audience, the listeners, the viewers, with any piece of advice, any piece of inspiration today, what would it be? Man, which camera should I look at when I say it? I'll look at you if I got to, but you look at me too. Just speak that talk. But man, be you. Yeah. Be you. That's like, because there's really nothing that I'm still figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I think so many people get to a position where they feel like, man, I can give advice and da-da-da-da. But I think the best advice is to give people is just, everyone needs to know that everyone's still figuring it out. No one has it figured out. Like, nobody has it figured out. Everyone's still making mistakes. Like, everyone's still, going about the way they go about life. Like, don't hold these celebrities to this higher pedestal no more, and just realize that you just need to be you. Because there's so many celebrities we held to the higher pedestal, and they did what they did. And the advice that they gave wasn't the best advice, because it's just like, bro, you didn't uphold that. Yeah. And I think the best way to uphold this advice that I could give is to be you. Because if I start being myself, you can be like, hey, Kenzo, you remember when you said to be you, and now you're not being you? Go back to being you. Exactly. Yeah. So that's the best advice I could give, because that will always hold me to the standard of what I need to do. So, yeah, be you, because that's the best thing you can do, because God raised you. When you look in the mirror, you see you. Yeah. When you see your mom and dad, you see you. So it's just like, be you. Be generally you, whether that's a great person, a phenomenal person, a person of God, a person of, whatever sex you're in, like whatever you want to do, be you. And just know that, everything else will root the way it needs to root. Like, you know, if you're a bad person, you be you, then you'll grow to be a good person because everyone will be like, nigga, you ass. Like, you're not a good person. And they'll hold you to that accountability to be a better person. Yeah. But if you're a bad person and you try to be a good person, no one's that mask gonna fall off. And on top of that, no one's gonna know that like you're not a good person. You know, they're gonna think you're a great person. They're gonna be like, man, we love what you're doing, we love this, we love that. And they're not gonna hold you to that higher standard of you being yourself and figuring out and to help you be better. So be you. Yeah. That's the best advice that I can give.
Yes, be you is gonna get you in the places that you need to be. Just be yourself.
Be yourself.
Yeah. So what's your goals for 2026?
Man, I don't really have goals. I have goals for life. Like, you feel me? I have goals for life. Like, I try not to have goals for a year. I try to have goals for, like, you know, majority of my life. But, I have things I want to do for 2026. And that's like, you know, just continue doing what I'm doing in the community, but doing more. Like, not just throwing events, but, like, getting my hands dirty. Like, you know, if there's a building that needs to get built, call me. I'll come. I'm not too big to do that. You know, if there's a birthday party that, you know, needs to get helped organized, call me. If I'm free, I'll do it. Being more intact with my community. You know, I no longer live here, so I live in Dublin now. So, don't come visit me, dude. But I live in the Bay, and it's just it's cool because I still get to, like, you know, maneuver and stuff like that. But since I'm not here, I don't get to see everything. I don't get to do everything I want to do. So my goal or what I want, I have to call the homies to kind of keep me in the community or be on Instagram to keep me in the community. But I still try to come here as much as I can to feel rooted and just to feel. And, you know, while I'm here, I always want to be of service. So, like, doing more community events, building the Kennergy brand is a goal. Like, and also having more shows, like more headline shows. I would love to do a tour next year just based off of me. So, like, that's a big goal of mine is to do a tour and to finish my album. And my second album will be hopefully coming out next year. Releasing more music. There's a lot of music that I have, and I'm really excited to share that. And I feel like I have the capability of having an album that can change my life. So I'm really excited to release that next year. So
I can't wait for that. Can't be on the lookout for that. Tell everybody where they can find you on your social media, at the Kings game, at LaRussell show. I mean, just tell where they can find you at.
So you can find me at DJ Kenzo on Instagram. That's DJ KEN_Z_O. I'm on X, better known as Twitter. I'm on TikTok as official DJ Kenzo. You can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, all those places, YouTube Music as well. But you can find me at LaRussell shows, you know, Kings games, but also just be on the lookout for your next community show, your next show. We're looking to do a lot of more dope events in Stockton. Like, I feel like a lot of people are scared right now, as they should be, but we're looking to do the long work to bring in more events that are safer, funner, you know, events that you can see a good show and then go to the movies later. I really want to build infrastructure. That's my goal here in Stockton, is to build infrastructure to where you can go on a date night and come see like a DJ Kenzo show, or come see a show that's produced by DJ Kenzo, and then go to the movies after, or go to Feds, or go to some dinner spot. And we're looking to build infrastructure here. Like, to where this is a spot that you can really come through and enjoy yourself. Yeah.
Amazing. I thank you for coming on. I appreciate you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Giving a great interview, being an inspiration to me, to the people that's watching, and putting on for the 209 for Stockton, and just being your genuine self and having that good energy like I keep speaking of, and, you know, just doing your thing. And I wish you all the success and blessings to come.
Thank you. Gratitude. Same to you.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you, and like you're an inspiration to me too. like what this platform is and what you're doing with it. That's why I was like, man, I gotta get on this, and it's like it means a lot. I'm honored to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Come on.
Hey, y'all, make sure y'all following on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify. Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Subscribe, baby.
Yes. Share,
and
like.
subscribe again.
Subscribe again. And yeah, just share this with your family and your friends, with your aunties and them, and we'll see you on the next episode of Quantity Radio.